All right, y'all. This is Bosnia versus dcqc unofficial game. Bosnia only has about 9 people. We missed the start. That makes it 1-0 dcqc. Generate on the goal. This is just the second possession of the game. Bosnia failed to score to start. You got to be on this, Naresh. Okay. Mulcahy down near side, spins around Stone, driving right through. Knipple with the block. Rebound. Generate falls on it. And that's good hand stop for dcqc. Burgess and Koretsky here leading up Generat without control. Control in the hands of McClanahan and Dillman from Bosnia. Knipple now near side. The 1-3 defense from Bosnia. Probably playing this to their lack of numbers. The pass to the beater, Koretsky far side. Generat to Knipple. Dillman goes out. Generat spins off Mulcahy to go right. Burgess throws back to wing control. Generat gets through Mulcahy. The shot is no good. Rims out. Stone racing for it. Got by Trudeau. Trudeau pushes Stone out of bounds. And that's going to be a stop for Bosnia. Mulcahy to Heald. Move the camera.
Oh shit, my bad.
Heald to Trudeau. Trudeau to Bear. Marked by Generat. Back up to Trudeau. Heald with the cut. Trudeau finds her. Can't come away with the pass though. Mulcahy picks it up, rips it home. This game's tied up at 1. And now Naresh is going to say something intelligent about this game.
I'm just focused on not messing up the camera.
Generat up the field. New beater pair in for dcqc, Rice and Randolph. Generat far side. Gets it up to Rankin, to Stone at the top. Stone deep corner, Knipple. Back up top to Stone. Stone driving at McClanahan, gets it to Rankin. The beat misses. Stone rips a shot on the open hoop, and that's a good goal. Bear left the hoop to cover Knipple, and that opened up the shot.
Yeah, that's definitely great recognition by Stone there to get that goal and rip that shot, find the open hoop. But that's probably a look that Buttersharks would want there. They got dcqc running in rotation almost because they had multiple people beat out. So it's one of those things where good defense, but it was just better offense.
McClanahan leading Bear in. The pass goes deep to Heald. Heald gets it back up to Bears. Randolph is beat out. Trudeau, top of the key, driving in, gets the easy goal right through Rankin to tie this one up at 2. As Dillman is able to maintain control here for Bosnia. High and neutral now into the game for dcqc. Early into their subs. Bosnia only with 3 subs. Have not dipped into them yet. High now with it, near side. Moving left. The pump fake, Neutzel. Neutzel driving, gets beat out by Dillman. Mulcahy first to the ball. Wrapped up by High. Trying to get the ball out, finally does. Bear gets it. Mark gets it to Trudeau. Trudeau over the top, over the head of Rachel Heald. Heald gets it before it goes out of bounds to Trudeau. Trudeau back up top to Mulcahy. Bosnia can slow this one down as they have control. Dillman in front of Mulcahy. Mulcahy to Bear. Marked by Generat. Back up to Mulcahy. To Trudeau, far side. Trudeau gets the block and then goes right around the corner on Neutzel. One of my favorite kinds of goals in quad ball, coming in from the angle and then scoring from behind.
Yeah, that's a cut slash pass that I would want more teams to make, and we just don't see it often enough.
And it also did rely on Trudeau getting the beat block, something that he's extremely good at. A lot of players in the league just aren't able to do that while they maintain their momentum. Colin Bourne, Andrew Bowman now into the game, each with a ball in hand for dcqc. Sheridan far side also newly into this one.
Fox has subbed in for Julia Bear, the Buttershark side.
Bowman on the right. Gets it to Sheridan. Sheridan being marked by Dillman. Gets beat as he could not handle the pass. I think there was a whistle about a potential beater ignoring a beat call, but the ARs had disagreed about whether or not the player was beat, and the player who called them, or the ref who called them beat, says that was the incorrect call, so no whistle. Or there was a whistle, but no penalties. Fox, Trudeau, Littleton now into the game, green headband. And Emily Hickmott also into the game, black headband. Trudeau keeping it slow. Rips it behind to Fox. Fox gets the pass to Heald. Heald cut straight to where High was, first to the ball, and then able to score. Good cut there from Bosny to make it 3-2. And Ali Iannucci into the game first time for DCQC in the black headband.
The absolute size Bosny's put on the field right now is truly envious.
When David Littleton's your smallest player, you're in a pretty good situation. Iannucci protects, beats out Littleton. Sheridan picks it up. Bourne behind the play is beat out. Bosny could press here if they want to, but they aren't so far. McClanahan now runs at Sheridan, looks off, gets the easy beat on Neutzel. She got it out though, back to Sheridan. Sheridan gets beat out. He tried to pass it to Bourne, but Bourne's a beater. Littleton first to the ball. Rips it up to Trudeau. Trudeau, easy transition goal, and Bosny's starting to run away, up 4-2. McClanahan subbed out for Dillman. Dillman really only got to rest for about one possession there. I think that's what's going to happen for these Bosny beaters today. Bourne wrapping around with the dodgeball. Control. Both. Colin Bourne was safe because Dillman threw after beat, but Bosny's still going to have one control here. Quad ball behind Bowman. Bowman shoots middle hoop, driving to his right, shot across his body to the middle hoop to make it 4-3. Sorry, 5-3 there. Trudeau gets it over the top to Fox. Fox to Heald. Heald being marked by High. Gets it back up to the top of the key. DCQC in this 2-2 defense. Littleton now has it on the side. Back to Heald. And back to Littleton. Bourne to the beat on Dillman. As the ball comes near side, Fox. Trudeau had been beat out by Iannucci, but Littleton's first to the ball and then knocked it out of bounds. Littleton is trying to get a call on his former player, Bowman. A little bit of showmanship there from Littleton. Jack Butler now into the game for DCQC. So Bourne and Butler have control. Bowman bringing it up on the right side, drying off that quad ball. Dillman beat out. Trudeau beat out. Trudeau seemed to think he was playing IQA rules. As a beautiful pass from Sheridan to Bowman.
I know DCQC scored there, but they had the
Makes
entire...
it 5-4.
I know they had DCQC scored there, but the entire left side of the field was wide open with Colin Bourne screaming here, and that pass never got to Jeanette High. They should be lucky that they scored on that play.
I agree. I had actually seen the left side was so open, I missed what was happening on the right side with the actual ball. Littleton now has it near side, marked by High, back up to Heald. High's going to stick with it. And back to Littleton. Really making High run back and forth here.
I would want Colin Bourne to press here. The Bosny beater's on the left side, and he has the entire right side to himself if he wants to press. Yeah. Instead of letting DCQC instead of letting Bosny run their offense.
Heald now has it to Trudeau. Trudeau, the beat misses, and Trudeau scores through Sheridan and over the head of Williams.
It's a no bludger look. If it's a no dodgeball look, well, never mind. They got control back. Or they got a ball back.
So 6-4 now in favor of Bosny. And yep, it's Colin Bourne subs out for Paul Bovernick.
What's game time? What's game time? 9:45.
Sheridan, far side, slowly up the pitch. And yeah, I mean, DCQC is playing very slowly on both offense and defense, considering their opponent only has 9 players. Speed would definitely favor DCQC's side here as they're able to consistently sub. Sheridan cannot get through Mulcahy, backs it up. McClanahan causes the pass. It goes behind to Bowman. Bowman, McClanahan there. Bowman over the top, goes over Rachel Williams' head. Sheridan beats Mulcahy to it. The beat misses. That's going to lose control for DCQC. Bowman now rips the shot, rims out. Williams saves the reset. Great use of the kick there. Trudeau gets beat. Rankin the pump fake, but then gets beat by Dillman. Fox is able to intercept that pass, and Bosnia gets the stop. Bobernick gets beat out. Williams gets beat out. Fox is going down. Just Bowman. Bowman can do nothing about it. And Fox goes for the style points, top hoop through Sheridan to extend the lead back to 3.
That was 7-4. Vintage David Fox there. Taking off coast to coast and then dunking it tall hoop.
Is that 6 or 7?
I think the biggest thing right now, DCQC just does not look ready to play. A lot of the passing and open lanes that they have, they're just not finding. And I think if they were able to actually make those passes into those open spaces, they could be a lot more productive on offense. Because right now they're just being stationary with the ball carrier and not really finding the open lanes.
Sheridan, right side, Bowman. Bowman driving in. Pulls up. Sheridan. Sheridan to Bowman. Gets beat out. Mulcahy has no one to beat as long as he's quick. He is. And then goes around behind to shoot forward. And Bosnia's pulled this one out of range 8-4.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about, Keegan, where in the 1-3 set that Buttersharks are playing, they have a beater playing on the back sides, which means if you can get rid of the top side beater, they have a no-bludger look if they wanted it, and they just could not capitalize quick enough to take advantage of that.
Generate back into this game, ball carrying. Tino Bordeaux newly in, left side option. Bobernick in front of Generate. Koretsky gets the pass. McClanahan gets the block, though. No block there for Bosnia, but again, the delay is not going to win control. Bobernick wins control here. Bordeaux loses his broom, but Generate's first to the ball. Generate goes top hoop, gets it, pulls it back in range 8-5.
It's all in the headband.
A passing play there from DCQC's beater to win them control. Trudeau has it up top. Hickmott is now going to try to win control against Koretsky behind the play. Bear intercepted by Generate. Generate has just Mulcahy to beat. Goes left, hits the shot. And DCQC's on a little bit of a run here, closing the gap 8-6.
And that's the type of aggressiveness I'd want to see out of a DCQC team whenever they have control, because they've shown that they can operate well in those pressing situations.
Trina Hicks now into the game. Her first minutes of this one. Mulcahy slowly up near side. Heald's back into the game. Heald's going to get it up top to Bear, far side. Fox is the player behind. McClanahan cannot get the beat off. Koretsky caught it, but then Koretsky has to go chase one. McClanahan doesn't get the beat on Hicks as Bosnia scores. And Generate wants to go the other way fast over the head of Bordeaux, and that's a wasted opportunity for DCQC.
Yeah, and that's what happens when both beaters step up as high as they do. If your beaters are stepping up that high, you can't sit in a 2-2 zone, and your hoop chasers have to potentially be ready to mark off that pass to the backside.
DCQC cannot afford to be wasting fast break opportunities either. If Generate's not confident, as he gets the block there through Healds, runs straight through her, the beat misses, and then Generate scores. TJ Generate, the solo effort to make it 6-7, or 9-7.
Good job, team. Who does that?
The catch again from Koretsky. They're on a tear here. They want to press. Hickmott cannot come away with the catch. Hicks is going to press up on Mulcahy. The ball goes to Heald. Heald is going to be marked by Stone. The pass or the beat comes from behind. The ball gets out to Mulcahy. Bears also beat. Mulcahy is beat. Fox comes down with it. Bordeaux gets the wrap. Generate comes in for the help defense. Hicks finally comes in as well. And DCQC gets the stop, although Bosnia is able to set up their defense.
That's such a veteran move by David Fox to throw that ball out of bounds to let the entire team set up back on defense, win a wasted possession. But going back, going back into that possession, that's exactly what I was talking about, where unlike the last time, the fact that they were able to press and they had a chaser ready to make that hit when the ball went to the backside is why they got the turnover.
They were also able to beat out passing options as the press started. It's what took Trudeau out of the play.
Right at the top.
So Bordeaux now has it far side. DCQC's down 2. They can score here as we're just past the 15-minute mark. Really get themselves back into the game. Then Busey to Stone. Stone goes right, scores top hoop over the head of Rachel Heald, and this one's now 9-8. DCQC is hitting their stride as potentially Bosnia is starting to tire out. And they've used their timeout. I think they really just need a breather.
Yeah, I mean, the last, I'd say, 5 minutes of game time has been really what DCQC's thrived in, especially when they've gotten control. That's where they've been able to make all of their successful possessions. I think they're on a 4-1 run? 4-1 run, possibly?
4-1 or 4-2.
4-2. But yeah, they've looked a lot more confident when they've had control, obviously, and this line of Hicks and Koretsky has been absolutely electric to watch the last few minutes.
I think that's really the thing. Early on in this game, DCQC's beaters were missing a lot of beats. They seemed to be on the wrong page, and Bosnia was kind of pushing that to their advantage. They were able to score some fast break goals. But Koretsky's most recent shift, they've had at least 2 or 3 good catches, both of which have led to presses, and I think that's really what has turned the tide for DCQC, along with the defense of TJ Jenneret. His hands have been so active on defense, knocking these passes down. He had the one solo effort when he blocked the pass attempt from Rachel Heald, and a few more chances, including the one where he floated a pass over the head of Tino Bordone. I think really Koretsky and Jenneret have been the spark plugs that DCQC's needed in these last few minutes.
Absolutely. And then this is actually scarier for buttersharks, or Bosnia, if you will, because Bernie Burgess hasn't seen the field yet. So I'm very excited to see what Burgess and if they go back into a Burgess and Hicks beater side.
I believe Burgess is the only player on DCQC's roster who hasn't seen the field so far. I don't believe he's injured. He is just the beater coach this year for DCQC, and I know I've spoken to him. He doesn't like playing and coaching at the same time. So I think at least for the first 20 minutes of this game, he's been saying, let me be a coach, let me make adjustments, let me talk to my players on the sidelines before he actually puts himself in as a player.
Well, the adjustments he's made in the last 5 minutes clearly has worked out.
So Littleton is now going to be in the game out of this timeout for Mulcahy. It looks like that was the only sub during that timeout.
Tyler Trudeau coming in at beater and immediately catching the ball.
So Trudeau and Dillman now with control. Far side, Littleton back up to Heald. Heald's with Trudeau in front. Heald's moving right. Pulls up, gets it to Fox behind. The one-handed catch gets beat out by Hicks. Bear gets it, keeps on her broom. Heald's going to be slow. Trudeau is just toying with Koretsky. Hasn't actually made the beat.
Dillman with great coaching with their Emerson teammate from way back.
Way back in the day. Far side, Littleton. Back up to Heald. To Fox. Bosnia definitely now content to just keep it slow. Try to kill the momentum from DCQC before 20 minutes. Stone is beat out by Trudeau. Fox got it on the cut. Scored before the beat from Hicks could come in. And a very patient look from Bosnia nets them a goal. So 10-8 is the score here, is just confirming with the scoring table. High. Oh, no one's watching. 0 viewers. You're good. High has Hicks in front. The pump fake left. The ball goes right to Jenneret. Jenneret pulls up. Littleton there. Oh, the spin move beats Littleton. Gets Stone behind. The pump fake, though, gives time for the beat to come in, and Hickmock gets the stop. Heald now off and running. Hickmock just won control behind the play by pushing Randolph out of bounds.
Yeah, in that type of scenario, I would want the chaser catching that ball to immediately dive and dunk rather than pump fake and lose momentum.
Without a doubt there. And the extra time obviously would allow the beat to come in. So Heald now gets it up top as Fox is beat out behind. Bear near side, marked by High, gets it over to Heald as Hickmott is in, goes to Littleton. Dillman in front of Littleton, now back to Heald. And back to Littleton.
They have
To
the entire right side
Fields.
open if they were able to take advantage of that.
Trudeau again in, this time in the white headbands. To Bear. Heald now has it far side. Mike Bargenerat runs right. Trudeau, the cut from behind. The easy catch. Hicks missed a point blank beat. And that's going to give Bosny a 3-goal lead again, 11-8. I think they're discussing whether or not the beat hit Trudeau. It certainly did not hit him cleanly. It might have clipped Jersey, but I think if they give this a beat before, it's a pretty generous call from the refs.
Goal is good.
Goal is good, so that is 11-8. Subs here for DCQC. Looks like a lot of the team as Bourdon's going to be slow. Littleton, though, is going to play really aggressive defense here before he gets beat out by Jack Butler.
No, they misunderstood. They should have told you. You're now pumpkin. I want you to know that if someone told me stuff, my first thought wouldn't be like, oh.
Bourdon has it, moving slowly. The pass goes deep. High, couldn't handle it initially. Picked it up. Trudeau intercepts. Has to beat Sheridan. Randolph also coming back, but he has Bear. Bear, the catch misses point blank. And Sheridan picks it up. Huge missed opportunity there from Bosny to extend the lead to 4 right before 20 minutes. Bear, though, immediately makes up for it with a big hit on Sheridan before she's beat out. Sheridan was even called off broom there, but DCQC is going to come away with it.
What's the time? 19:30.
Knipple now has it. It's 19:30. DCQC could keep for last possession if they wanted to. To High. High had cut. The pass went behind her, but it's all right. High now right side, marked by Littleton. Back up to Knipple. Knipple coming left side.
10.
Bourdon gets beat out quickly by Dillman. Littleton picks it up.
6. 5.
Back to Hoops on Knipple for contacting on keeper ball. Littleton saw no one in front of him. Took off, got it to Bear. This time she don't miss. And Bosny is going to be up for it 20 minutes, 12-8.
Yeah, with the way that last possession ended, you definitely DCQC has to be kicking themselves for not being able to take the last possession there, because now not only are they down 4, they took themselves out of essentially flag runner catch range. So that's a tougher look, because with set score being 14, right?
It's 12-8. The scoreboard blue, so it's showing 2-8. The score's 12-8.
Gotcha.
So set score's gonna be 18.
Yeah. That's a tough ask for DCQC to try to score 10 goals before DCQC. I'm sorry. It's gonna be tough to ask DCQC to score 10 goals before Bosny can score 6.
I will say, though, DCQC has TJ Jenner in the yellow headband. It looks like Bosnia is at least going to start with Emily Hickmott. Both are capable seekers. However, I think I would describe Hickmott's capability as capable and Jennerat's as elite. TJ Jenner is one of the best seekers in the country, and if he can catch, especially quickly, I think that would be huge for DCQC. Even despite their numbers disadvantage, I think in a situation where all the dodgeballs were on seekers, it would benefit Bosny. They really had the size and the athleticism in this matchup.
100%, but the problem is DCQC has the depth. So if potentially they want to turn this into a track meet, they would have to go in for quick catch first and then try to push the pace to try to tire this team out, because again, Bosny only has 9 people at this tournament.
Without a doubt, I think DCQC should be pushing the pace. I think they should have the whole time. I think the brief period they did with Koretsky and Jenneret really making themselves known on the field was DCQC's only positive stretch during this game. And if they could really tap into that, either during the flag runner being out on the field or after a catch, it's really their only chance to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, something I'd want to see, especially if we are expecting that quick Jenneret catch, they need to look a lot more crisp on their set offenses, because right now their beaters and chasers look like they're operating in completely different pages, where you see the beaters tapping out, creating open spaces on either left or right side, and the pass just is not getting to that space.
And there's very little speed. Even when Bosny's gone slowly, the pass goes to a player who's cutting with a lot of speed, and dcqc just hasn't had that. There's been a lot of passes to a lot of stagnant players and to players who are maybe jogging a cut, not sprinting a cut. And I think that comes down to what you were saying, Naresh, of just not being on the same page, potentially even between chasers and chasers, even instead of beaters and chasers.
100%. And that's where it's like, this just goes back to everything we've been saying. They look better when they're playing fast, because it feels like sometimes a lot of players, when their first game of the day, they're often maybe overthinking stuff. But when you're just playing, your practice kicks in, your instincts just kick in. And I think pushing the pace a bit might have done them better if they had done that from the beginning.
And the commentator gives TJ a fist bump. Oh my goodness.
Clear finger.
You left him hanging.
Oh, wait a minute. Emily didn't want the fist bump. Some animosity.
Emily
All right,
walked
so
in.
again, as we start up at the Seeker floor, the score is 12-8 in favor of Bosny. The set score is 18.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seekers release.
Good tip, Jake.
Sheridan, slow from DC. So it looks like that's the answer to the question of if they're going to push the pace or not. The answer is no. Neutral now gets it in the middle, drops it, tried to kick it to Sheridan. No good, and immediately dcqc wastes the possession.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine Bosny really wants to slow it down here. They have control. They want to get Emily Hikmat a number of looks before Generate comes in. But
Trudeau gets through everybody, gets it to Littleton. Littleton, easy goal on an unmarked tube, and Bosny's up 5.
Gotta shoot those screens a little bit earlier. Hey, Jared, great job stepping up. Hustle to regroup. Good. We got two.
Bosny was trying to game the system. They're going to lose bludger control as Sheridan just blows through everybody to score. Other scoreboard, wrong one. Other scoreboard, wrong one.
wrong side.
13-9 now is the score. Butler can't come away with a catch there. In the
Oh, looks
dodgeball
like
game,
Generate might have caught.
but Generate can in the Seeker game.
If this catch is good,
Were we on 14 on there for a second and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's okay. I just thought I was going to look.
if this catch is good, it suddenly becomes 13-125 with the set score of 18. It's a game.
It's a game, but it's no good. And the celebration from Generate goes to waste. I did not see the catch. I'm not sure why it's not good. There were no dodgeballs in the area, so it will have been I guess not a Seeker foul from Generate, but something wrong with the catch itself, not a beat before. Littleton now moving with speed, gets it back to Trudeau and continues to cut. Heald trying to put a screen on Sheridan. Sheridan was so concerned about getting through the screen, he missed out. Trudeau got stopped initially, but then scored from his knees. And now it's 14-9.
No, that was Littleton.
Oh,
coming in
Littleton
with
picked
the
it up to
hustle.
clean it up.
Yeah.
Sheridan with some speed. McClanahan beat out.
Oh, that was friendly fire.
That was friendly
Unfortunately,
fire. It doesn't matter. Knipple gets past Trudeau to score 14-10.
And now DCQC set up the wall in front of the Seeker, and this is what Generate needs. They need a quick catch here from Generate.
Iannucci, though, just threw it at McClanahan. He easily caught as Littleton goes up the field, gets it to Trudeau, back to Littleton, gets around high, gets it to Heald. Knipple just completely lost Heald in that defensive set, 15-10. Playing to 18, a catch wins it for Bosny.
McClanahan with another catch.
David
now they've
Fox
gotten
now
control.
into Seek. A Fox catch will win it for Bosny. Sheridan moves up the pitch, goes right, passes left, rims out high, gets absolutely stuffed by Trudeau, but then is able to whack it over to Sheridan. Sheridan picks it up and scores 15-11. Lots going on in the dodgeball game. It's going to result in Generate getting time to score and control for DCQC. but there's no dodgeballs back in that game until Bourne is going to get there before Fox has a chance to catch. Bear gets it to Mulcahy. Mulcahy marked by Bowman. Spins out of it. The beat from Koretsky misses. A weak throw from them. Bowman, the secondary defense from Sheridan, but Bear picks it up. It rims out, but Trudeau from his knees puts it home 16-11. Bosny just needs 2 to win.
Yeah, at this point, Keegan, do you decide? I mean, I would decide as a DCQC, I'd have to move the beaters into the quad ball game.
I agree. If you lose on a catch, you can stomach it. If you lose because you don't put your beaters on defense, I mean, that's pretty bad. As Liz Stone now has the yellow headband on for DCQC.
Oh, terrible awareness by Sheridan to not see the beater coming. Now we're just running.
Easy goal there from Mulcahy. Great beating there from Bosny to take the easy tap beat. And Bosny wins with a goal, 17-11. They're really running away with this now. And Trudeau in yellow for Bosny.
Good, Rob, good. I got you if you need it. I got you if you need it. Andrew and John, it's goal to go for them.
Koretsky really just looking Trudeau back, giving Stone a ton of time here. As Rice is kind of trying to play offense here with his quad ball players. Sheridan back to Bowman. Bowman misses. The good defense there from Bear. Bear now looks up, sees just neutral to beat as Koretsky gets some dodgeballs back. Bear has to slow it down. And Bosny can win here with a goal. Mulcahy has it far side. Koretsky gets beat out. Mulcahy drives left side, gets it to Littleton behind. Littleton gets hit by Bowman, drops it. Looks like it's a potential call on Andrew Bowman, the UVA grad, against his former coach, David Littleton. I thought it looked like a clean hit. It was kind of like a slap. The ball kind of came out of there.
I think this actually might be a call in the Seeker game because the snitch ref had the Seeker flag runner ref had put their hand up before the play actually commenced in the quad ball game.
And now Amidal is walking over to Trudeau,
so
it's
like
a call on Tyler Trudeau of Bosny.
Contact on a player without a ball.
Contact on a player without a ball, so that's going to be Trudeau, Seeker in the box for Bosny. And DCQC does get that stop to live one more possession. And this really gives DC an opportunity to use their beaters in the quad ball game. Williams being marked by Bear, gets away from it. Williams goes right, driving through. The shot goes through. Rachel Williams solo effort. 17-12 gets the DCQC bench going. And of course that releases Trudeau from the box. Again, Bosny does win it if they score.
Yeah, I personally don't agree with the DCQC beater trying to engage Leanne there because now they've just lost control and it now effectively is a no bludger look.
Okay, he has it far side and scores. That one ends it in what ends up being a runaway win for Bosny. Final score 180-120.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough look for DCQC. They looked good in stretches, but it never felt like they had a complete coherent game plan going into this game. And it's definitely a tough look not to for them to lose to this short rostered Bosnian squad right now.
Definitely. And when they push the pace, they look good. It also is the strategy to make Bosny tired, and they just couldn't capitalize on it. It feels like the sort of thing where they kind of know what they want to do, but they're not comfortable enough doing it to just do it. They really were thinking about it instead of just acting, and that's what cost DCQC in this one.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where if you have a team like Bosny, who is obviously some of the best players in the country, and if the game plan going in is just get them tired, that's a tough look. And if you haven't been able to do that to finish off the game, but great performance there by Bosny. They were able, once they had control, they were conservative. They played their 1-3 set, and they made their set defense very hard to score on.
All right, so the next game here is going to be Boom Train against Monuments. We are going to post a new link for that. We'll make sure it gets posted on AQD, but it will be here on the Fast Break News YouTube page.